live. As you may know, it's my birthday week. Yesterday was my birthday, and I've been doing birthday cards all week long. Just, whenever. Yesterday, I didn't get around to doing a birthday card. Some other things came up. And so, it's just what it is. So that means instead of it just being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to throw Saturday in on the end here, which is perfectly fine, right? We got lots of cool things going on. So today is Thursday, December 12th. My name is Elizabeth Giles, and I am Stampin' Unicorns here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I'm just waiting for it to pop up live here on my channel so that I can share it over to the Facebook. That is not what I wanted. So I see there are some people here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here it is. Make sure to comment when you get in. Copy, Facebook, paste, 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 paste. All the things. Paste. Here we go. And post. Okay. So today we are doing card number 3. So when I do a stamp camp, I do 5 projects for, hello, Sean. I do 5 projects for a whopping $15, or it's free with a $30 order. So all the projects this week were cards that were at my stamp camp, and I am revamping them with new upcoming products. So that's the basis of everything. Free shipping ended yesterday, so we don't have that, but we do still have my birthday special. So if there's still something on your list that you did not get around to ordering yesterday or the day before, make sure to contact me. And the birthday special is order $44. Then you can choose one additional item that is $44 or more. Hello, Kathy Wenzel. So the $44 that you originally purchased, that can be whatever. It can be $2 items. Yes, there's some $2 items out there. There's some cardstock or some DSP. There's lots of good stuff. There's ribbons, there's embellishments for $2 during our last chance sale. So anything that adds up to $44 or more. Then you can choose one item after that that is $44 or less for 44% off. So there's some bundles out there that are less than $44. There's a paper trimmer. There's, I don't know, I'm just looking at things on my desk. So that goes until Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is also when I have my next class. I do have, I believe, 3 packets available for that. And that is this class here. So I'm just going to talk about it briefly. It is the 6x6, and what that means is we use 6x6 paper and we cut it up, and we're making all sorts of different cards. So you will get a half pack of this awesome paper. This uses all of the scraps, more scraps, but you will get to make 23 cards with 12 sheets of this designer series paper. You get 2 of those. So 23 cards. Plus you're going to get a half a thing of ribbon, like this ribbon here. You will get a full thing of embellishments. That's these here. And I give you all of the cardstock. So it will be these cardstock colors. So I will have all the cardstock that you need in order to create this. If you are staying and making, I'll have my inks out and my stamps. So you can legitly leave with all 23 cards done. I do not provide envelopes for this class. It's only $40. I'm also going to have Sloppy Joe's, homemade Sloppy Joe's, chips, dessert, and there's something else. Oh, salad. So you will have supper at my house if you want to stay and make. It is available for a take and make as well, because you'll have all the instructions, all the supplies. So like I said, I believe I have 3 extra packets, $40. Let me know if you want one. There is a really cool paper pack in the upcoming catalog that you will be able to use this with as well. It is called the Everyday Skies, and I'll just show you some here. So the front part is the scenes, right? Like the skies. And then the back part, and that's not all the designs, but the back part's like solid. So you will definitely be able to replicate this class with this designer series paper. I'm super excited for that. Okay, let's get started because Brian is picking up pizza. Yes, I failed. I forgot to put the roast in the crock pot. Actually, just a little secret between us. I didn't forget. I went out to do it and the crock pot was dirty and I was too lazy to walk downstairs and get a different one. So I decided we were going to have pizza for supper at that point. Don't worry, we have a coupon because they messed up one time. I don't even remember what it was. I think I ordered like a pepperoni pizza and they didn't put any pepperoni on it. Like just a weird thing. And I did a review because it asked you to do a review, and I didn't like complain or anything about it, but I just said, hey, just would be nice to have pepperoni on a pepperoni pizza. And they sent a coupon to our house for it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So, things. Plus, weird, right? I was really craving a soda too. It's just really odd to me. So today is just a weird day for me, but I don't work tomorrow and I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff done. And anyhow, so pizza tonight, but Brian will be home. So I better shut my trap. Let's get you guys flipped around. I'm going to show you the card that I made. And then I have this in my brain that we're going to use the same color, kind of. I think we need to have one like deeper color, but hopefully it will work out. So let's get it flipped around. I'm going to point you guys up at the ceiling first and then try and adjust my phone. And let's see, it just sits a little funky. Funky. Okay. So let's move that up. There we go. I think that might be good. I always try and zoom in just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's just, then I put that off to the corner so I know where my little corner is. Otherwise, I get out of the frame. Okay. So this is the original card. It uses blends down here to make the water. This was a technique with dabbing and stuff, the two-tone effect. And this uses, these are really cool. They're dyes, and they're meant to layer on top of one another. I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer, but anyhow. So this is the original card. All we use is white cardstock. Oh, and this is a piece of white. So I'm going to just, I think this is the right size for a card base. Yeah. So we're going to use that. And then let me grab another piece of white. So this is just 5. Hello, Mary Kay. 5 and a half by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, then we need another piece of white, and this is going to be like 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So literally it's going to be just your normal size mat. And that's what we're going to use. We might bring in some of the paper and stuff. Not quite sure yet. But I do know that I wanted to use this stamp set, you guys. I absolutely love this. One more year. I love little like punny sayings that go together. This is in the January through April catalog, and it's a nice red rubber set. So this is what we're going to do. And I thought we would use the birthday cake. I was trying to do things that weren't birthday cards, but I thought that the waves could also resemble like frosting. So let me just grab a couple blocks. Okay, and at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. And then the other sentiment for the inside is happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. There we go. Then we might just add some little like starburst or something in there too. So let's just shove our turtle here. If you are interested, the turtle set, it's awesome. It's called Sea Turtle, and this set is a unique. It's a reversible. So if you want to stamp like I did, right, where you just have the body, you would stamp this side. If you want that body to be filled in, you flip it over, and then you would stamp this side. Maybe one time I'll have to go through that. There's not that many of these stamp sets that are reversible like that, but you can use either side to stamp on, and then you get like the shadow versus the detail. So just a little FYI there. Okay, on this card we used like some monochromatic stuff here. So we have Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, and Summer Splash. Summer Splash is going to be our darkest color, and then it kind of works up. Pool Party is in slightly a different genre of color. It's not like as tealy, but I thought we would try and do like some frosting on the top and the bottom and kind of come in for that. So we'll see how it looks. We will see. All right. So for the frosting, to make that, we have just a piece of, this is masking paper that we've just like went off on ourselves, so it's not as sticky. And I'm just going to grab this. I kind of want it to be more like droopy looking-ish or just rigid. So I'm just going to grab some of that. And the nice thing is, you know, you don't have to, oh yeah, we're going this way. So we're doing the part above and then working our way up. So I'm going to start with the lightest color. And the other nice thing with working with the glass mat is you can just put that color right over the glass mat, and then when you're done, just wipe it right up. We're just gonna grab some color in there. Look at how easy that was, right? Just to create a little bit of contrast there. And we're gonna do that on the bottom too. And then after we're done with this, we're going to come in and do another different color. Because why not? Right? Woo! Woo, woo, woo. And I have another piece here, so let's just grab that one. It's a little wider, so we're just going to give it a different pattern. This stuff is really, really thin, so sometimes it just wants to rip a little easier than what you want it to. So this is the masking paper. And like I said, you just want to make sure when you're using this that you don't leave it as sticky as what it comes. You want to just plop it on your shirt or something so that it takes off some of that color, or not color, takes off some of that stickiness. Otherwise it can rip your paper. Okay, here we go in with our next color. So Copacabana. And you really don't need a whole ton of color when you're doing this. The more you put on, obviously, the darker it will be. So it's your discretion. Let's do right in here. I do just really like getting some different shades without having to use a whole lot of supplies. Okay, and then the last color is our Summer Splash. What are you guys thinking of these colors together? I'm just going to bring in my other one again and move it over so it's not the same. These colors look really cool. I just hit my mouse. There we go. And this one I have the mini blending brush. So we have 2 different sizes of blending brushes. If you're working in a big area, you can really use whatever color. These you can wash out. They will stain unless you wash them out right away. I typically just wash them every so often, but keep them around for all the same kind of colors. Yeah, it does kind of look like clouds. Let's see. Let's do this pattern here. And that would be easy to make too. You could make mountains. You can make all sorts of different stuff. Okay. Super duper. Okay. So that's good. I think we're going to bring in like some of these all over the place. I think my birthday cake I'm going to pop up. So on this card I popped up the sentiment, but I feel like this sentiment I'm going to have just straight to the card in a darker color. I'm probably going to just bring in black. And then this we can pop up and maybe color. So, okay. Let's bring in black. You're how old? Oh, this says you're how old in dog years. I grabbed the wrong one. That would not have been a good one. It should be... Happy... Oh, here it is. Okay. This says, at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. So let's put that right here. That looks good. And then, well, we could probably just stamp that cake right on there too. Let's do that. Why not? Because again, right, when we're doing birthday cards, they don't have to be super extravagant. Especially for those folks that don't appreciate our effort and time. So I would have probably re-inked. I should have probably re-inked that ink pad. It's a little light, but it will be okay. Where's the inside of my card? Here it is. Let's just do the inside real quick. I'm going to grab this. And just use some of the color that's still on my brush just to give it a little edge. That looks cool. Just for the heck of it, let's re-ink this baby. Memento. Memento. We'll see how much it sucks it up. Oh my gosh, look at how that just went right in. Sorry, baby. I didn't realize you were so dry. Okay. So let's stamp this right in there. Boop, boop, boop. Look at how much darker that is. A lot darker. It'll be okay. It will be okay. All right. So just a little color. We'll add, where's our dark? Our dark summer splash. Boop. Boop. And then on here, I should have stamped it before I took my mask off. There we go. Yeah, that gives it a little bit of something, something. Okay. Let's grab, I have just a cloth here. Wipe that all off. And lastly, we will give this a little bit of color. Now you can just leave it. I think this would look perfect just left like this. And maybe a little wink of Stella. I'm just going to grab the blends because I have it. Hello, Stacy. And let's see. I'll grab a black. And then we have summer. And Pool Party, I believe, is this one. But we do not have Costa Cabana in the blends, which is perfectly fine. We don't need all the colors. All right. So let's do our black. Black can be very frightening. So I'm just going to come in where I want it to be the darkest. And then I'm going to grab Smoky Slate. Which one is this? Yeah, Smoky Slate. So there's dark Smoky Slate and light Smoky Slate. There's also dark basic black and light basic black too. This one was just the light one because the dark one is like insane. So I'm just going to start with the dark. In color, and then do the light. And there is two ends. So when I'm blending, usually I will use the brush end, although some of my brush ends need a little bit of love. But every time I color, I'm going over that darker area too, because I want that to kind of smooth out as well. Okay. There's our plate. And I also think I'm going to color the frosting first and then come back in and figure out what else to do. So the frosting I want in the summer splash. So I'm going to start with my bullet end and just come in here and do where it's going to be like the dark highlights. And you can like layer that color too. So that's what we have right now. And now I'm going to come in with the brush end of the light summer splash and color right over the top of all of that. And that will make my light and my dark blend together. Now, you don't always have to do just the light and dark colors of the same color, right? I started with basic black on the bottom and then went to smoky slate. A lot of our colors will coordinate together. I got a little sloppy there. That's okay. So you can definitely see Just a slight difference. Now I do want to make that line just a little bit more prominent. Hello, Becky from Kentucky. I tell you, I don't know what kind of weather you're having, but today I went outside. It was 3 degrees out, and that was before the wind chill. So hopefully you're having a little better weather. So now you can see the differences right there. I'm also going to make this line the dark. Oh, I got to concentrate. Okay, super duper. Now let's make the cake pool party, right? So I'm going to start with the dark again. And it's just personal preference. You don't have to do that. But I'm going to come right up in where my frosting lines are, because that should be a little darker, right? Where you have a shadow. And just get right in there. You have to remember when you're dealing with alcohol inks is that they will bleed a little bit if you get too much ink up into your space. That's also why we stamped with Memento Black. Memento is water-based. These are alcohol-based. So if you use alcohol-based, like a stays on with alcohol-based markers, they are really going to run. The colors on the card, we're doing Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, and Summer Splash. And then we don't have Coastal Cabana in our blends, so we're just skipping that color because it really is just a color off of Summer Splash. So now I'm using the bullet end on here right now in the light just because my other end is not great. It is what it is. So I will end up replacing them sometime, but until then, the bullet end works like the brush end. It just is a little bit more saturated. Let's just say that. Okay. And that is really good there. You can see how that looks. All right, now for the candles, because I didn't get them stamped quite as dark as what I want them to be, I'm going to come in with the basic black and I'm going to go over the candle bases. Just super lightly, like I am barely touching the paper. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. Oh, goodness. Okay. And here's the thing is I don't really want to make these candles yellow. I mean, I don't think I will like that. Oh, we did it. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to just use our Wink of Stella. I would maybe make them gold. You know what? Well, I better not mess with that, actually. You could absolutely do a little gold. Gold would look better than the yellow on here. But I am just doing some Wink of Stella. You might not be able to see it very well on camera. And then we're going to also add Wink of Stella just to some of our other areas here to highlight. And we can't forget about a little highlight in our other parts because Wink of Stella is great. Thank you. And this is another card where you can easily coordinate it to whatever colors you need it for, right? Let's see if we have some pretties. Well, we can put this together. Tape runner. Boom, boom. This is Stampin' Seal. You don't need a lot of it to put it where you need it. Okay, that's the inside the right way. And let's see what we got for, oh, I think I know what we're going to use. We're going to use Well, these would be cute, but they kind of stand up a little bit. So since this is a simpler card where we don't have anything else popped up, I don't want to use these. I'm going to use these sequins. Also, these Riverside iridescent pearls that came out online exclusives in November. Those would be stinking cute on there. Well, let's take a look at both of these, right? Let's see. I'm leaning towards these. There's some of them that have more of a blue hue to them. So we're going to grab those out and just do 3 of them right on here. So let's grab our take your pick tool. So these sequins are purple adhesive backed sequins. They are a celebration item. So free with a $60 order starting in January 7th. I'm just going to grab, I always like to do, if you follow, I like to do 1 big one and then 2 littler ones. And again, I'm grabbing the ones that are more of a greenish blue hue. Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, so let me show you the original one from class right here. So that was the turtle where we made the water. And then this is our updated one to show new upcoming product next month. Now remember, if you are watching along, to comment and share and do all of the awesome things. You can also follow me if you want to see more. But this will get you an entry into win. I will be doing grand prize drawings. I don't know what all for this whole week for my birthday. And so we'll be doing that on Tuesday the 17th. But that's all I have for you awesome people tonight. Please check out my Facebook page, Stampin' Unicorns with Elizabeth Giles. And if you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.